Follow me around the garden. I'm going to show you some stuff. Oh, actually, you know what? I got to flip it around. I'm looking at Wendy. So we got to go. Do we push the little camera?
Hold on.
See, it's facing the other way.
Yeah. Hit that. There you go.
There we go. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Let's get up the sky. Can you see? I don't like the way that thing moves. I really don't.
Well, it's because you're not used to it.
No, I don't like the way this...
What are you trying to do? We are learning about this. This is the ho-hem.
It's ho-hum. That's what it is. Oh, somebody's in there.
Right?
Yeah.
This up and down on the big one here.
Was that Logan? I think Logan's in there.
Okay.
Okay, so we're out in the garden, and we're going to walk through the garden. So this is Wendy's iPhone, and I got it on this funny little device here that's Palmy Pal's in there. How's it going? Good to see you in there.
So we're new at using this ho-hem.
This is what it's looking like here. Palm Nation's in there. So we got a nice day, and it's going to cool off later in the week, but it's not going to be that bad. It doesn't look that bad, really. Here on the Gulf Islands, Palmy Pal. Great, man. I'm doing good. I just finished a long live stream on my channel. We're on there for over an hour, and now we're streaming on Wendy's channel here. So we'll go out into the garden, and hopefully the signal will last. We'll stand up under these fatsia trees. Isn't that cool? Kind of like a jungle. Look at that. Aren't those cool leaves? You gotta love fatsia. I just love those things. They look super tropical. They kind of remind me of papaya. And these ones are actually taller than the house. I planted these things decades ago. I wish this thing would stay put. I don't like the way it moves around. What does that say there? I'm getting a notification. Oh, cool. Palm Nation. So let's go into this part of the garden here. I'll hold this up. Follow me. And say hi to the tiki. There's one of my tikis there. Can you see that guy right there? There's a freaky tiki right there. I carved one for a guy today. I went to the monkey tree forest, which was really cool. I'll upload a video later. Anyway, you guys, this is a fatsia you guys want to try. Okay, look at the leaves on this one. Hey, look at the size of the leaves. These are like super tropical looking fatsias. And this one here is variegated. I missed that. You like that tiki, Palmy Pal? Yeah, we got a lot of tikis around here. So this one that's driftwood, right? That's a driftwood tiki right there. So I just ripped those babies up with a chainsaw. And there's a lot of nice driftwood on the beach. There's some bamboo behind me here. You see that bamboo up there? That's all bamboo. A lot of bamboo here. Thanks, Sandor. And then up here, which if you've seen before, you can see the fatsia trees. Way up there, there's fatsia trees. Actually, they're quite tall. And it is an absolutely awesome day out here. And if it gets cold next week, I can come out here and do a live stream in minus temperatures, which would be kind of cool, right? It'd be really cool. And well, let's just hope it doesn't get as cold as they say it is. So here's some more right here. And you can see this is really going to turn into seed up there. You see those fatsias up there in front of the gallery? There's Wendy's gallery right here. I could show you inside the gallery. I wish the door was open. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get Wendy to grab the keys, and I'll go inside her gallery, and I'll show you what her art gallery looks like. Here's the fuchsias. You see the fuchsias. These are a deciduous plant. And they haven't even lost their leaves. That's how mild it's been here. Let's go have a look-see here and see what Wendy's up to. We'll see if she can open up the gallery, and then I can show you exactly what her art looks like in there. It's kind of cool. Eucalyptus, got to get that one cut down too. That one's a bit of a pain in the buttinsky, that one right there. And the ones on the other side of the house too. That one's got to go. It loses a lot of branches in the snow. Hey, Wendy, I want to stream from inside your gallery. Keys, I want to show them inside your art gallery.
Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of...
That's okay. I did turn down the heat the other day though. So Wendy's going to grab the keys, and we're going to go out to the gallery, and we're going to check things out. All right? She's making ribs right now. Really awesome ribs. This is another plant you want to try too for you experimenters right here. See this one right here with the berries on it? This is called Nandina domestica. That's heavenly bamboo, and it's actually in the berberis family. This is a big one. We have a lot of them in the garden. These are evergreen. They grow them a lot around Buddhist temples and stuff like that in Asia, and it grows very well with Trachycarpus palm trees. All right, so hopefully she's coming out. Here she comes. So follow me to the gallery, guys, and I'm going to show you what's going on in the gallery. You know, we got to get here. We got to get a Tennessee plate. We got Ontario. Look at, there's Ontario. There's North Dakota. Wendy used to live there.
Yeah.
And then we have Panama. There's Alberta, Maine, British Columbia, an older one. That's for like 82. I used to have that one in my car years ago. Not that one, but the same type. California. And then old British Columbia plates, another Maine. And then there's Hawaii, 1959, 1960, Hawaii right there. Old British Columbia. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's go have a look-see here. Oh, in that gallery. Okay, I was going to go into your art gallery.
Well, there's two of them.
Okay, so this is her studio.
You show the card on the wall.
This is her studio. It's warm in here.
Nice.
It is so warm in this studio. Sorry, guys. There we go. Sorry. I lost a connection when I went inside her studio. Go to the art gallery, and I'll put the camera in there.
Just show it from the...
No, yeah, I know it killed the signal blast off, but that's okay. That was her other studio. She's got two studios. So this one is where she does the painting, and then
Well, it's got art in there, too.
there's a lot of art inside there too.
Actually, you could shine it in the door. You don't have to have it on.
There's a lot of art in that studio.
Your...
She built that studio.
I did.
Wendy likes to
I
build.
built it.
She built that herself.
I did build it. Card racks.
So I don't know. I don't want to lose the stream, but you can
there's
see
art.
some of the art in there, and then there's cards and stuff on the wall, and then her
Stuff that I'm
workstation.
working on.
Yeah, it's actually a nice place to work. It's a good place to work. It's really warm in there.
Nice.
Okay, and no wonder the heating bill's high, right? You got the heat frickin' cranked in there. Okay, so
These light bulbs.
this is Gallery 59 right here.
Christmas lights.
So you can see the Aloha thing up there, eh?
I
Isn't
have
that cool?
Christmas lights
The
here.
Aloha sign up there. This is her art gallery. So this is like, I'm going to show you something really cool. You see that? Smallest art gallery on Salt Spring Island. There is actually YouTube videos of the smallest art gallery. We have YouTube videos of this. Okay, it's one of my tikis. This one's actually concreted in the ground. That's actually driftwood, and it's got dragonflies on it. There's dragonflies on that one.
Wow.
Okay,
Same idea. That
so
one's
let's
got
just see if
lots.
I can get in here, and hopefully the stream won't die, okay? So let's go in here, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in this gallery. Okay, I'm reconnecting, folks. There we go. So anyway, you lost the signal. It lagged because I'm far from the unit. But anyway, when you come to Salt Spring Island, folks, you will see... You can come and see the art gallery. So it's got super high ceilings in it, and it's really funky. And it's kind of covered in these exotic vines. There's fatsias, and there's lots of palms. This is a really exotic garden here. It's a courtyard,
Wendy
right?
renovated.
And Wendy renovated it. She
I
did.
had
She
old doors I found, old windows.
changed this place,
Put them
man.
all in.
When I had it, it was just like, it was a
drywalled
kid's playhouse
It
years
was
ago.
like a, empty shell.
It's fully
Bullshit.
insulated and wired, and it's really warm in there.
Lights.
It's weird when you go in there because it's 8x8 and it seems a lot bigger.
It's because it's got such high
It's got the high
ceilings.
ceilings, right? So let's go to the front of the house and see what the things are doing on this. It is spectacular out. It's just blue
so
sky.
nice out.
It is. It feels like spring. Be nice if it lasted like that till spring. Camellias are budded up. Camellias are blooming in other areas of Salt Spring, and it depends on the species of camellia, but these ones have a lot of buds. So that's Camellia japonica. And Wendy's a camellia nut. A lot of camellias Wendy planted. I didn't plant them. She planted them.
These are the lilacs. They actually, look at them with the green. The buds.
Lilacs are already budding out. You see the buds on the lilacs? Things are budding out here, right? And what do we got here?
Daphne's.
We got cordylines here.
Daphne's blooming.
Daphne's blooming.
Yeah, it is.
Cool. And then here we have palmy. I put this on right here. See this piece of glass? I got to live a stone down there. I put a sheet of glass over it. If it does get cold, hopefully that'll help it a little bit.
The hellebores are blooming.
Hellebores, there's lots of hellebores blooming.
Popping up.
Yeah.
Blooming.
Come with me through here. See, you're on a garden tour now, folks.
Can you not walk out through the path, so do a circle over there? Or?
Yeah, it's too far from the house. I've tried it before.
Okay.
Yeah. Still going in? Still working? Let's see what it's looking like down here. There we go. We'll go this way. I want to show you something. Right there. There's some flowers for you. See, but I don't have smell-o-vision.
No, you can't do that.
Okay, there you go. There's some blooms for you, some Salt Spring Island blooms in winter. This thing's got lots of flowers on it, hey? Joe, please get Wi-Fi extender. You got to talk to Wendy about that. Oh, we do have them. We do have them.
They don't work.
Right? But you know what? We don't. You got to remember, we don't live in a city lot here either. We have a Sandor. We have 2 acres here. Yeah. We have 2 acres of land, so we don't have a city lot. It's big, so we can go quite far from the house, and then it's gonna.
In this little pocket, have very poor Wi-Fi.
They do.
Beaufort has none.
That's right.
Yeah.
What type of frond is that, folks? What are we looking at? What type of frond is that? Do you know what that is? Do you know what type of palm that is we're looking at right here? There's the center spear. Anybody guess what that is? What type of palm are we looking at here, folks? You palm experts out there. This is a very hardy palm. It is no, that's not a waggy. That is not a waggy, man. There's the trunk down there. These are native to, it's a sable. Yes, Blastoff got it right. Blastoff got it right. It is a sable. And here's a Camarops. There's a beautiful Camarops right there. What do you think of that one? Isn't that a beauty? Look at that. And they grow. I mean, the thing with Camarops, they grow right through the winter months here, right? It's like something's been eating that. There's been a little critter eating fronds onto this, and I don't know what it is. There's a caterpillar, whatever. They found a caterpillar in the greenhouse today. So that's Camarops humilis. Dang, I sent that. I just saw. Yeah, I don't know what's eating that palm. But anyway, you can see the Mahoney up here, the big one, in bloom. And then lots of eucalyptus trees, right? These are all eucalyptus trees. You can see the arbutus trees out there. Those I grew from seed years ago. Those are native arbutus trees there. Hello, Sally Kelly. Good to see you in there, man. Thanks for coming on the tour with me. This is our jungle on Salt Spring Island. And yeah, the bananas are still green here, but they got a little beat up in that snow. They bent the leaves on them, so. But they are still definitely green. You know, this plant right here, this Mahonia, is really, really fragrant. I know this tiny slurry bone. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I know. It's hard with an iPhone. But anyway, I wish, like I said, I had smell-o-vision. This is a really fragrant plant here. And try one in your own garden. And then there's some more ukes up here. These ones I'm going to cut down in the spring. They're just getting way too tall, so I'm going to bring the ladder up there and I'm going to knock them down to size, right? And then you can see the Fatsia. Fatsia are fully hardy. More people got to grow Fatsia. My bananas are still chopped. Can't wait for them. They'll come up, Palmy Pal. Doesn't take long. What do you think of Fatsia japonica? These guys are like trees, and they're nice because they're evergreen. Here's bay tree. This is your cooking bay, Laurus nobilis, and this one's all budded up too. The flower buds on that. So that's your cooking bay, native to the Mediterranean. And then there's a trachea right there. We got a lot of tracheas in here. And then, you know, as much as I like eucalyptus trees, like I say, these guys got to go. But you can see the sun shining on these eucalyptus trees up here. These guys, look at that. Do I see a broken branch up there? Anyway, these guys got to go. Show me your bird paradise. It's in the basement. I'm not going to show it because it's in the basement. I put it away. It's a big one. It's in a pot. So I put it in the basement for the winter because you cannot leave them out in the winter months. So it's in a dark basement. And if I go in there, the signal's going to go. So, but I have videos of it. I should probably have YouTube videos. I have YouTube videos of everything, right? I don't know how far I can get out here without this dying. But there's some eucalyptus behind me there. Those are white gum eucalyptus trees. And then we're going to look up, way up. There they are, looking way up at the eucalyptus trees. Those are 100 feet tall. Yeah, the bird of paradise, I wish I could keep it out all winter, but you can't do that here. It's too tropical for this zone. right? And then there's some little mini, Wendy likes to put mini lights on the palm trees, right? And here, show you something. There is the tree fern down in there, and more fatsias and stuff like that. And then down there's the bamboo. There's a bamboo forest down there, lots of bamboo. You can see the branch on that eucalyptus tree that broke off. Now, I don't know if you can see it from here, but way up there, about 50 feet up, there's a branch that broke off in the snow, man. It was so big. These trees are so dangerous, they got to come down. And I'm going to be busy splitting firewood. Lots of firewood. Here's the kumquats. See the kumquats? There's some kumquats right there. And anyway, this is the B&B. This is in front of the B&B, and we got actually somebody checking in next week. Apparently they're staying for like a month or something. They're doing some work on Salt Spring Island. He's a hydro, I think part of the hydro crew or something like that. So he's going to be checking into the B&B for a month. And well, that's good for Wendy, because last year it was okay, but it was a lot slower than usual because of what's going on all over the world, right? It's just been 2020 was a super crazy year. So let's just hope 2021 is going to be a lot better. And I'm hoping we can get back to Maui later on in the year. And then I can do some live streaming from Maui. And then you can see exactly what goes on there when we're in the Central Pacific. So, and I did a video for somebody of the toyon tree. Here's Heteromeles arbustifolia. And this one's absolutely thriving. Birds ate all the berries off of it. That's a beautiful BLE. So we'll come back up through here. See, it's like you're on a garden tour with me right here on Salt Spring Island. Don't you love the internet? You gotta love modern technology. It's really wild, isn't it? This is kind of like this selfie stick I'm holding, but a little different, but similar. I'll do a 360 there, and then I'll go back up to where I started, all right? Timber bamboo in here. There's bambuzoidy behind me. Philostachys bambuzoidy. And then there's some vivax coming up in here. Yeah, look at these, man. My bad. Never plant too many eucalyptus trees. Hey, Palms USA, never plant too many eucalyptus trees close to your house like this. It is the silliest thing I've ever done, right? It's just like the worst thing I've ever done. Plant those eucalyptus trees there. So now they got to go. After a few decades of them in the ground, I'm getting to here. Here's some bamboo. And here, this is vivax. Some nice vivax in here. Some nice big canes on it. It's pretty nice stuff, huh? No talk. Sandor, yeah, good to see you in here, man. Olive tree here, really nice olive tree. And we have a bunch more olive trees around the back of those. And there's some bottle brush in here too, some big bottle brush. So let's head out of our little mini jungle. It's thick. Okay, so our garden has no grass. There's no lawn to ever deal with here on this property, right? It's just hang out in the garden and relax and enjoy the foliage, right? I find grass is just too much of a pain to look after. Here's a tiki I carved a long time ago. See this guy. So there you go, folks. Was there ever lawn? There was lawn before. Not a lot of it. I mean, I had a lawnmower years ago, but I got rid of it. When the kids, every year I get more and more lawn gone. Do any of other exotics? Oh yeah, this island, there's so many exotics that naturalize here. Do you cut it? I cut it, exactly, Sandor. I work for the parks department, man. I mow sports fields, I mow parks and all over the island. And you know what? The last thing I want to do when I come home is mow more grass, right? So grass is not my favorite thing. In my opinion, it's the most boring feature of anybody's garden, okay? So when somebody's out there and they're trying to manicure their lawn and this and that, I say, don't put all the effort in the lawn, plant more exotic plants. Because lawn people just step on to get to the exotic plants. You know what I mean? And people waste a lot of water and they put a lot of weed and feed and chemicals on it. So a lot of lawns are actually very toxic. If you see a lawn with no weeds in it, then you know it's a toxic lawn, right? Because most of those lawns have weed and feed in them. And you know what weed and feed is? It's 2,4-D. It's bad news, man. I know I took turf management and I do look after sports fields. So our sports fields are pretty much all organic. What time is your next live stream? Well, I just did a really long one before this one. It was over an hour, so it'll be on Friday, Palmy Pal. Next Friday between 5 and 5:30, I will do I'll do a live stream. So there we go. This is our little courtyard here, and this is jasmine. The jasmine. There was a tiki here that fell over the other day. Here's the jasmine vine right here. Look at it. It's kind of wrapped around the fence post, and these are jasmine vines in here. You'd have to smell that stuff. It's amazing, really amazing. So anyway, I'm gonna go inside the house now, and I'll get a lot better signal. I'm glad you guys come with me on the tour. I wish I could go farther. You know what would be really cool if I could go down to the Swampsonii. Wouldn't that be cool if I could go down to the Deep Ravine? I'm going to show you the ravine. It's way down there, and it's really deep too. So way down there is a ravine, and the Swampsonii are, I don't know if you can see, but they're way in the forest over there and all along the creek that goes through there, and that creek goes into the ocean. What does it say? Oh, I missed it. I missed that comment. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to take these off and go back into the house. It's nice and warm in here. Got a fire going, and Wendy's making some awesome dinner. You should make a video of it. What's that? Of the ravine? I have tons of them. Palmy Pal, I have videos of everything here, okay? If you want to see palms growing in the ravine, just search palm tree Swampsonii, Trachycarpus Swampsonii in the ravine. I got a lot of videos of them growing down there. And maybe next week I'll head down there and I'll make another video for you guys, okay? What do you think of that? And somebody wanted to know if we had a cat. I'm going to show you the cat. Okay, so here's the...
Don't use your hand to do that. It's turned on. You have to.
It's swinging around too much though. This thing, like that's what I don't like.
That's because we don't know how to use it yet.
Oh, okay.
Right?
What does that say?
So,
oh, there we go.
Okay, so you can push this button and go over there and look at it. You can't force it to go. Why don't you just...
There's the kitty. You see there's the cat right there. You see that? Sleeping right there.
There's a big fluffy fur ball.
And what do you say? What do you do with the grass weeds? There is definitely weeds in our park. So the way to get rid of weeds, if you want a healthy lawn, you have to have a maintenance program. And the maintenance program on your turf consists of aerating, vertislicing, regular fertilizing, liming, right? And do that, and top dressing. And if you have stronger grass plants, it'll squeeze the weeds out. That's what happens. Do you use grass weeds? You know what? You have stronger grass plants and stronger, healthier grass plants because each grass is a plant. You have a good root system on your grass. It's going to squeeze out the plantain and it's going to squeeze out the other stuff. So just regular maintenance. So we do a lot of aerating and we do a lot of slicing. A slicer, it breaks up thatch and everything, and it opens up the ground. And we also do deep tine aerating too. I got videos of it here. You can see what it like. So there you go. There's looking out the front living room window here. You can see some of the greenery down there. The forest. It's kind of like we're in this tree house here. It's up high on a ridge and overlooking a ravine. Wendy wants to show you the dinner. So you're going to follow me around the house.
We're having an early dinner.
And I'm going to show you. We're having an early dinner. This is good. What?
I gotta go on my phone.
Why?
I think I had an auction.
Oh, you have an auction?
I think so.
Oh, no. So I might have to end this soon because Wendy's got an eBay
Oh,
auction.
maybe it says later though, actually.
Let's see.
Oh, we're just doing like a rib,
Look at
squash,
that.
potatoes.
You guys are invited for dinner, man. You guys are invited for dinner. You got ribs, and we got squash, and we got potatoes in there.
See? There it is. You can see it better.
Look at that. That's for dinner.
I gotta.
That looks pretty good, man. I wish you could smell that, guys.
It's gonna be good.
It does. It does smell really good. You guys are all invited. We're gonna have a big party here. So anyway, I think the stream went pretty well, and I don't know what time Wendy's auction is. What is eBay name? My eBay name is Banana Joe. I posted some links on the other live stream I did of the of my eBay store. So Trachycarpus, you know what? You punch in on eBay, Banana Joe's Trachycarpus palm seeds. Hey, sorry, I was out for a second. How are you? I'm doing good. Doing awesome. All right, Joe. Catch you later, Palmy Pal. It's going to be supper time soon here. I think it's probably close to 4. It's 3:30 p.m. here, Pacific time. And I'm just having fun with this little iPhone. I think it's kind of awesome. Be nice if it had a bigger screen on it though, right? So somebody's wondering how warm it gets in here. Well, that fire right there gets her just toasty hot. That wood stove, right? So that's how we heat our house through the winter months, right there. No, no electric heat. All right, it's all wood heat, and this thing just cranks it. The weather, Palms USA, good. Well, thanks for coming in here. I'm glad you guys. I'm glad you guys made it to Wendy's channel too. You know what I mean? I like to do a stream on hers every so often, just for the heck of it, just for the fun of it, right? You know, and the signal's way better inside the house. That's for sure. Way better inside the house. So now I'm back in my man cave. Eucalyptus burns hot, Sandor. Really, really hot. But the thing is, there's a lot of moisture in eucalyptus, right? So you have to let it dry really well. What does this say? 7.8. Yeah, it's 7.5 degrees Celsius here. It burns really hot, so let her dry good, and it'll heat your house excellent. It is better in the house, yes. The farther I go away, it's bad. There's actually no cell phone reception here at this spot. We're too far from everything, so no cell phone reception in our property. You have to go down the road. We're out in the boonies. We are so far out in the boonies, it ain't even funny. But what was I going to say? I was just going to say something and I forgot, you see? Oh, well, that's life. But anyway, getting back to lawn, you guys, if you want to grow a good lawn, don't put all the chemicals on it. Use a good lawn fertilizer, and you can go to your rental store. Joe, are there many palms in Beijing? Beijing gets really cold. I think there's probably palms. I think there's Trachycarpus there, I bet. Eucalyptus causes... It does. The ones in California sure do. I don't have to worry about that here. I mean, you know what? Yeah, all trees here are going to burn up. Yeah, they do. But even the fir trees here and cedar trees are super flammable. Our native trees here are super flammable. Fir and cedar and hemlock, especially cedar. Cedar is full of oils like a redwood, right? And they explode when they're on fire. But eucalyptus even worse. So, but the problem is with the eucalyptus trees, they're very prone to dropping branches, and they can drop them without warning. And these trees are so big, like the branch it falls off is like a tree. And when it comes crashing down, it breaks a lot of things. Ukes in California they do. Well, it's actually, yeah, they do cause a lot of fires. Well, it's actually the man-made fires probably. It's man that probably starts the fires, and unfortunately they burn the ukes up, and there's a lot of eucalyptus trees there. So there's lots of eucalyptus trees on Salt Spring, but not the way you'd see them in California. They're more sporadic here, right? So you'll be driving down the road and you say, oh, there's a eucalyptus tree. And then maybe you drive another couple kilometers and you'll see another eucalyptus tree. It's not like there's groves of eucalyptus trees everywhere, right? There used to be a couple of really big ones down the road from me, and they cut one down. New people bought the place, and there's still one. They cut it back and it's resprouted. And then just down from that around the corner, there's a really big one. It's probably about 50, 60 feet tall. Big, it was planted in the probably early 1990s or late 80s. Yes, man starts the fire. Exactly. They fuel it. Yes, Palms USA, eucalyptus fuel it. And knock on wood, there's been small forest fires since I've lived here. And most are man-caused. It's carelessness. So it's guys that go up hiking on the trail. Eucalyptus is a desert tree, basically. Well, some are mountain trees, too. The ones we grow are actually native up into the mountains, but we do have some from lowlands. We have a lot of different species of eucalyptus trees here. I mean, I'm guessing we have probably 20 species if we counted them all. I'd have to go around and count them all sometime. We have so many different types of eucalyptus trees here in our own property, but on our island, there's a lot of different types of eucalyptus trees, too. And what makes them hardy is provenance, where the seed's collected. So if you go up higher into the mountains, it's going to make for a better, hardier tree for the climate here, right? Anything in the lowlands of Australia is kind of useless. Yeah, there's nice ones in Florida. People toss cigarette butt on the ground. Yeah, exactly, Sandor. That's what happens. People do that. They're careless. You know what other people do? They throw beer cans out their window. Rainbow gum, yes. That is a Eucalyptus deglupta. I think they were silver dollar. Yes, Cinerea. Great collection. Thanks, man. Silver dollar gum is Cinerea. I think eucalyptus rainbow gum is actually native to Indonesia, Philippines, maybe some of those islands down in there. It's not native to Hawaii, but it does grow lots in Hawaii. And I have some really good videos of eucalyptus rainbow gum in Hawaii. There's some nice ones in the Honolulu Zoo. And there's also, I mean, they're sporadic throughout Waikiki and stuff, but there's some beautiful ones on the road to Hana. So on the road to Hana in Hawaii, on Maui, you can see some beautiful Eucalyptus degeluta. Big ones too. They're just like monster-sized trees with that colorful bark. I wish we could grow it here. I think they could probably grow it in Southern California. I think maybe San Diego or something like that, maybe. But they're kind of like this tropical tree. So the ones we grow here definitely hardier, but they still do not like extreme cold. Even our hardiest ones, even the hardiest eucalyptus trees are, I would say, less cold tolerant than Trachycarpus fortunei for the long term, right? So, but maybe somebody out there can prove me wrong and show me a eucalyptus tree that's mature and been in a cold climate for a long time. When I move to Southern California, I will plant. Yeah, cool. Pick a good one too. Palms USA. Pick a rainbow gum. That's what you got to do. Rainbow gum. Ah, that'd be awesome. What part of California would you move to? Southern Cal? I'm guessing. I'm guessing you're moving to Palmy, Southern Cal. I would. If I could live in Southern Cal, I'd live there. Maybe San Diego or even Northern Cal. Like I say, I love the Northern California. I like Eureka. And I love the Bay Area. All those areas of just prime growing. It's a place where you really don't get frost. So let's see here. I'm going to try to adjust. I'm going to try to adjust this. Oh, other way. No, no, oh, no, this way. There we go. There we go. I'm getting the hang of this thing. It's weird. It's all electronic. This, it's on a tripod and it's. No, I'm not. I'm pressing the button. It's electronic. There we go. There we go. How's that, folks? Can you see me okay? I'm kind of on an angle, but I think it kind of works there. So now I'm hands free. How's the sable? Perfect. Sable Cossarium is perfect, man. And I do have a plastic bag over it for winter. Whoa. That's crazy. The whole thing just moved around. San Diego coast is perfect. It is perfect climate. I've been there years ago. I took the kids to Disneyland in Anaheim. When did we go? We went 2008. The thing swung around. It's like I'm not really good with electronics, man. It kind of actually annoys. We fell for you. Yeah, the thing. It's on a tripod and it swivels and it went like this and it spun around, right? The Wendy's iPhone. So why are there U.S. flag? Because I go to the USA a lot. Well, you'd think I go to Hawaii every year. So do you see a U.S. flag? That's my Hawaii. That's actually my Hawaii shelf, right? And there's Canadian flag there. See the Canadian flag? Canadian flag in the corner, USA flag. And in front of our B&B, we have the Hawaiian flags. We have two Hawaiian flags and a British Columbia flag. And I'll show you another Hawaiian flag. There's a Hawaiian flag. You see that right there? There's a Hawaiian flag there. And I think I have another Canadian flag there. There's a Canadian flag there. I got a lot of flags. I like flags. But out in front of the B&B, we have a Kanaka Maoli flag. We have a Hawaiian flag. And Kanaka Maoli, by the way, is actually a Hawaiian flag. Wow. Yeah, we have them out flying in front of the B&B. I've had them up there for years. So, and the reason we have Hawaiian flags here is because we have a lot of Hawaiians on Salt Spring. So Kanaka Maoli, you've never seen a Kanaka Maoli flag. It's kind of cool. It's almost like this kind of Aryan Jamaican flag. Oh, have you seen? I don't have. Maybe I have. That'd be a cool one to get. Is there internet issues? No, not here. They're good right now. How's my stream going, guys? Can you see me okay on this stream? Because right now it's hiccup here, Don Arnold. It's showing that the stream is going okay. When something happens to the stream, it'll actually say right on the screen, it'll say internet connection, poor internet connection, or connection cut off, right? So anyway, that seems to be holding steady right now. And I won't stream too much longer because there's a few things I actually want to do. I actually wanted to put a video on, but there's something else I got to do too outside. I got to go down and check the greenhouse and set another trap in there for mice. Connection is back. Budia, Jamaica can grow far north as coastal Norway. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I think the winters are just it's mild in southern coastal Norway, but maybe too wet and cold. I don't know. Somebody have to try. There's definitely Trachycarpus palms there. It might work. It works here so far, but you know what? It's still a short-term palm here in our garden because I only planted it a few years ago. So we're going to see how it does for the long term. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually cover it up. We're just going to put a plastic bag over it too, keep the moisture off of it and see if it helps. But that's the problem with our winters; they're too wet, and it does cause a lot of stress on some plants, right? So, and that's the problem in southern Norway. I bet you they probably have pretty wet winters. If you go to Lugano and Locarno, Switzerland, like I said yesterday, they have dry winters and they have wet, hot, humid summers. And I wish we had that here. I wish we had dry winter, hotter summers, but not super hot, but more rain. More rain would be better. And it doesn't necessarily be too much hotter. Like our temperature, I think, are good, but more rain would be better in the summer here. So wetter sun, drier winters, we'd be able to grow way more palm trees here on Salt Spring Island. We would be able to grow Washingtonia flifera. We'd probably be able to grow filibusta more for the long term. But because of our winters are cool and damp, it just stresses them out. Like in the greenhouse today, I'm looking at the Washingtonias, and some of them actually have botrytis on them. And botrytis is a fuzzy mold that is caused by cool, damp conditions. So yes, it's damp in the greenhouse because there's humidity, and it's cool in the greenhouse because our greenhouse is not heated. So botrytis is such a bad mold, it will actually deteriorate younger palms. What is the highest hardiness zone? I think maybe 11 or 12. I think 11 or 12, isn't it? Something like that. I don't think there's a 15. Not that I've heard of. Joe gets like tropical rainforest here. Yeah, you guys get the humidity. We don't get that at all. We don't get any blast off. We don't get the high humidity. It's very low. Erie Island, Palms, USA. That's the tropics. Erie Island is the tropics. Well, now I got to go check out Nantucket. I checked it out before and I've looked for palms and I've never seen any palm trees there or palm tree videos. So if anybody out there can find a palm tree video of Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard, please share it with me. Please share it on people who love palm trees. I want to know where other palm trees are, where other parts of the world where they grow. I always thought that I know where most areas where palms grow throughout the world, but I've never seen them. Puerto Rico gets to 13B. Does it really? Cool. Like I said, I got a good friend that lives in Puerto Rico, and he moved there from here, from Salt Spring Island. Ontario palms. Yes. So we got to look for palm trees on Nantucket. We all know palm trees grow in Scotland and Ireland and Russia and Norway and Sweden and Switzerland and Normandy and Falkland Islands and maybe the Faroe Islands they might grow. And we know they grow on the Pacific coast of Canada. We know they grow in Arkansas and Oklahoma. But we want to know if they do grow in Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket. Do they grow there? Sure, I'm sure there's some palm nut out there on those islands that grows palm trees. I mean, there's palm nuts everywhere throughout the world that like to push the limits of. I'm one of them, and I know you guys are the same way. You guys like to push the envelope, right? And that's what makes gardening more fun. If you grow the run-of-the-mill plants like most gardeners do, and they, hey, be Rosie, cool, good to see you in there. You know what? Most people grow run-of-the-mill garden plants. They're boring in my eyes. So Nantucket average low January is mine. It's colder than here. 3 points low. So branch out, expand your horizons. And yeah, we could Google it. I went on YouTube to look for it and I couldn't find any, but broaden your horizons with your gardening path, right? Pull out the palm. You betcha, Don. That's why I do these streams. So I do live and breathe palm trees and exotic plants. I always have since I was a little kid. But wait till you see the video. Clyde is working, cleaning up part of land. Oh, I heard about that landslide. I heard about a landslide down there somewhere. That's crazy, man. Well, hopefully he's staying safe down there. And we know Betty is growing palm trees too, because Betty is Clyde's better half. You're the better half, right, Betty? You are the better half of Clyde. So I'm sure Betty enjoys the palm trees just as much as Clyde does. And I think Betty enjoys eating widgeon and duck and goose and also swan. I heard swan is super yummy. That's what I want to try. I could totally relate to some swan meat right now. I'm getting hungry, but tonight we're having ribs. Wendy's will be okay for me. So anyway, getting back to the gardening palette, expand your horizons. Don't be stuck in your gardening ways. I look up the weather in those islands, Massachusetts, are cool. They're cool in the summer. Blast off. Interesting. Thanks for the research. And don't stick to mugo pines and junipers and petunias and pansies. Plant some palm trees. Plant some yuccas. If you're in a cooler climate, palms won't grow. Put some yuccas. There's lots of hardy exotic plants that will probably work in your zone. Lots of hardy yuccas, lots of hardy ornamental grasses, and there's even some really hardy bamboos. One of the hardier bamboos is Phylostachys aureosilicata. It's called a yellow groove bamboo, and it's actually extremely cold hardy. So a lot of you guys should be pushing that in colder climates. Yellow groove, Logan is back and badder than ever. Good to see you in there. So yellow groove bamboo, and we have a lot of it here, is a beautiful bamboo. Super cold tolerant. I think Pseudosassa japonica, arrow bamboo is a good one to grow in colder climates. And there's a few other ones. Excuse me. I'm getting tired from live streaming. So I'll go for a few more minutes and then I will shut my pie hole. And then I'm going to go down and grab a snack. And then I'm going to have to just check some Don Arnold, feral, Salt Spring boar. No, there's no feral Salt Spring pigs here. We have wild turkeys, though, Don. There are wild turkeys. It's warmer in DC. Is it? It is, eh? Okay. So I'm guessing, well, there's definitely palm trees in DC. We know that because I've seen them. I've seen the videos. Maybe there's not a lot of palm trees on Nantucket. Maybe there's sable minor, maybe needle palm, but I'm guessing they probably grow slow out there because they're out in the ocean. And that person who posted that video or the comment said they're 20-minute ferry ride. So a 20-minute ferry ride isn't that far out into the ocean. We're a lot farther, I guess, into the ocean, southern Gulf Islands. But like I said, not far enough for my liking. I would like to be a lot farther. The blood's starting to rush out of my arm here, holding this thing up. I could turn it that way. And sheep, yes. Don Arnold, there is tons of sheep. And there are lots of pigs, but they're not running wild. Yes, Blast Off has seen them, and I've seen them in videos too. Palms USA has got videos of some nice palm trees in DC. DC is definitely warmer than. No, this is all swabbly here. Here comes my helper.
Oh, hey. Well, I have to learn how to use this.
Windmill and sable miners and
All right,
needles.
stop holding that.
I have to hold it. It's going to start to flip around. Wendy's helping me.
Oh, well, you're up
orientation
right now.
is
That's
locked.
Okay.
Oh, am I?
Oh.
Okay. No, you can't do it like that.
You can't.
No, there we go.
Oh, so you really.
No, I haven't done anything with
I
it.
know, but you shouldn't be.
No,
Poor.
I didn't force anything. I did not force anything. And this thing just started swinging
Why?
around by itself
I know.
because I had to adjust
I
it.
hope. Is there anyone out there that?
Oh, there we
Hold
go.
him.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
Wendy's
hold
got
on.
it. She's
Well,
just...
I don't. I really
Okay,
don't
so
know
now I'm
what
on an
doing.
angle, guys.
Sorry.
We're so not techies here, right? Don't you love raw
Oh.
and unedited? Can you see my? We love raw and unedited. There we go. You know what? That's kind of cool
But
on an
it's
angle.
not balanced. And that's because I think they say you have to get it balanced in the holder.
Don Arnold's getting dizzy. Oh my God! No, it disappeared. The stream disappeared like that. You know what? I'm just gonna hold it like that.
Just hold it.
Yeah, don't force it.
Don't force
Oh, hi, Scotty. Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Don't force it. So
Yeah,
I got
that's
my.
right.
Hey, Scotty. I hope you're getting lots of pics over there in Tofino Palms.
Okay, sorry, Scotty.
My,
Here
you know what?
Here.
Let me just hold
the
this.
phone.
There, I'm holding the phone. There we go. Spinning. Sorry, Sandor. I'm making all you guys sick. I'm getting sick too. So Scotty's over in Tofino right now in Palmy West Coast. So Scotty, how are the cordy lines over there? Are they like everywhere? And huge organics in Tofino on the West Coast. I can't wait to go back. I'll be back there in 2.5 months. In 2.5 months, I will be back in Tofino or even earlier. So we're going to meet up with Wendy's sister there. Better than roller coaster. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. I love. Hey, do you guys like roller coasters? I absolutely love roller coasters. That's one ride I love when I go to the exhibition. More waves get a huge cordy near more waves than palms did get it. Oh, cool. Awesome. Awesome. Right on. I look forward to the pictures. I love cordy lines. The biggest cordy lines on our coast grow on the west side of Vancouver Island. It is zone 9 there, a nice solid zone 9. And Brian, my friend, has a beautiful Brahia edulis out in his garden for years now. I don't like heights. I don't like heights, Mateo, but I'll go on a roller coaster because I'm strapped in, but I don't really like heights. Scotty, being a firefighter, doesn't mind heights. He's probably been up in those ladder trucks a million times, the high rises of Vancouver and stuff like that. But me, I don't like heights. Do you have success with yuccas? Yeah, yeah, but you still got to watch those things. If it gets really cold, it's good to probably give it a bit of help. But yeah, we have here. Saw. Oh, did you see his place? Oh, cool, Brian. Isn't it pretty cool? So he's got tree fern out there. You saw the date palm. He's got a yeah, Brian, Scotty. He's got a Norfolk Island pine up against his house. Backyard. He's got big butias, huge camarops. He's got jubea. He's got so much stuff in there. But that one palm to the left of his driveway is Brahia edulis, and nice cordy lines, cordy lines, green cordy lines. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And there's another garden down the road, just around the corner. You see Scotty. You see Ken and Dodd Gibson's garden. He started it in 1954. It's full of giant, near 30 feet tall, huge ones, and huge. Oh, what's the name of that tree? Oh, I'm trying to think of it. Crinodendron hookerianum. Lag on audio. The audio, man. It's just a cheap little iPhone. It's Wendy's iPhone. Crinodendron trees. He's got those there. Yes, Scotty. It needs more palms. It's got way more cordy lines. I want to tell you something, folks. Fino, the West Coast, it's a surf town. Okay, it's surf. There's surf places all over all over the strip. But there's cordy line trees everywhere. Cordy line is a New Zealand cabbage palm / cabbage tree. Oh, cell phone service there either? No, not where we live, but there's lots of cell phone service on our island. But where we live, we're so remote at this end of the island, there's not, right? But where Scott place, it's up higher and there's cell reception up where he bought his place behind us because he's a little bit higher than us and they get cell reception. But here, not so good. If you walk out on the road from our drive, you walk a little bit down the road, you'll get some cell reception. But in our garden, in our yard, it's not very good. It's pretty bad cell reception. Most of the time, it's pretty crappy. But like I say, Scotty bought this place in behind us in a good spot. He's a little higher, and he gets cell reception up there, which is awesome. Lucky you. That'll be great. So anyway, when are you guys coming back from Tofino? Joe, what is the place you want to go? Palms, USA. Let's see. Let me think. I think the Scilly Isles, the Isle of Tresco on the Scilly Islands. That's it. I'd love to go to the Isle of Tresco. And for those of you who don't know the Isle of Tresco, you better YouTube it. You better Google it. The Tresco Abbey Gardens on the Isle of Tresco would be absolutely amazing to see because it is zone 10 and they grow everything under the sun there. The date palms are absolutely massive on the Isle of Tresco. It's they grow Washingtonias, they grow Jubeas, they grow Butias, they grow massive, they grow Metrosideros, they grow it all. Camels back on Thursday, move in. Oh, that's awesome. I hope the weather's good, eh? I hope it's nice and sunny for you guys. Cool, Scotty, but I don't see any snow in the forecast for Salt Spring. Not yet. Anyway, but I do see some colder temperatures. So it may get to -3, it may get to -4, who knows? Something like that. So I'm just hoping it's dry and sunny for when you guys do the move. That makes it so much more enjoyable when you're moving the distance you guys are moving, right? That's a long way. Scotty from the mainland to Salt Spring Island. I mean, at least he lives near the ferry terminal. He's really close. He's not like living in Vancouver. Oh, you should see Scotty's place, man. It's awesome. Lots of palm trees, bananas. He bought in just behind us here. Works. Wow, that's bad. 40, -40. -40. Ooh, where's -40? That I wouldn't want. I saw somebody post -40. I would freeze to death in that. I've never been temperatures like that. And you know what? I never ever want to experience -40 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit in my life. When temperatures are that cold, -40 and minus -40 Celsius, -40 Fahrenheit are pretty much the same thing, I think, isn't it? That's how cold it is. So that's why I live here on Salt Spring Island. I didn't say minus where I said, oh, -4. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought it said -40. I don't have my glasses on. Scotty will do it. Well, you know what? I will do a video. I do have videos of his place with the other people living there, right? It's the most beautiful place. It's 5 acres. a gorgeous entrance, and at the entrance there's palm trees, and you get up to the house. It's as neat as a pin. It's absolutely gorgeous. Big bananas in front of the house, Australian mint bushes, grevilleas. There's I believe there's a monkey puzzle tree there too. Joe, do you know of any palms in Santa Fe, New Mexico? Not Santa Fe, but I know of them in Alamogordo, Truth or Consequences, and with the wind factor. Good thing we don't get cold winds here, Don. 5 acres. Yeah, 5 acres is nice. We only have 2 here. Can you give me the link, Joe? To what? To which one? Oh, to the place. Yeah. I'd have to find it. And I have to remember what I titled it. Totems on Salt Spring Island. I might have titled it Totems on Salt Spring Island because there's these 2 big totems on each side of the driveway. But they're the nicest totems you've ever seen, man. They are so cool. And the gate that goes into the place is just like flipping amazing. What's that? What's that? Wendy's calling me. Anyway, I'll stick. Oh, we're doing an early supper? Yeah, Scotty's place. I'll have to find the video, Sandor, and you'll see it. You'll like it. And you know, when he gets there, and actually, Scotty said there's palm fossils up there. There's some palm fossils at the place. You can do a mobile PalmCast. Yes, okay. We'll do a mobile PalmCast, and you'll see you'll see where Scotty's gonna be. He's just like a 1-minute drive from our place. Literally, that's how close he is. All right, is it ready? Yeah. Dinner's ready. I'm gonna go down. I'm going to show you this dinner. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Scotty moving in there, Scotty and Susie. And I want to show you guys the palm fossils. Scotty's discovered palm fossils in the rocks there. Palm fossils. You know what palm fossils are? Petrified palm trees, or they used to be native to here on our island, but now they're encased in stone. They've left an impression. Yeah, Sander, you'll like it, man. It's, well, when you come to Salt Spring Island one day, we'll go up and visit Scotty and Susie. Hey, really nice people. You'll like them. I've known Scotty for decades, man. Decades. Probably close to, I'm going to say early 1980s. I'm Scotty, right? So long time. We used to work out together. A long time ago. I thought it was the name for some. No. Palm fossils. They sure look like. You know what? They might be palm trunks. Well, Scotty, there are palm fossils on Salt Spring Island, so it wouldn't surprise me if they were. Look at this. The wife is cutting me up dinner. Look what we're getting. Look what we got going on here.
It's an early dinner.
It's an early dinner. I wanted to do the stream till 1 hour, so we got about 6 minutes left.
We're doing ribs and potatoes. Squash
yes, indeedy do. So anyway, I'll tell you, take care. You take care, Dawn. So anyway, I'm going to show you something. So anyway, you see the property behind us here. It's going to be good, Palm USA. Is going to be good. So see that's our property up there into those trees. So then there's a property beside us, and then there's one more property. Then Scotty's the next property over. So Scotty's only third property over from us. So the back of his property is only 3 from us. It's a pretty awesome place. I think they got an ocean view up there too. They have an ocean view up there, don't they? Scotty, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Scotty, you got an ocean view up there, don't you? I think you do. I'm pretty sure you do. It's an amazing piece of property, and the house is one of a kind. The house will absolutely blow you away. Oh my God, this looks so good.
It's good.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go, because I have to eat that right there. I have to eat that right there. Can you see that? That's what I'm gonna be eating. Yep. Ocean view. Scotty says ocean view.
It is. You can see the ocean.
It's in Tofino
Cool.
right now.
Oh.
Lucky. When are we going? When are we going to Tofino?
In March.
We're going in March. So you gotta let me know because I gotta mark that on the calendar.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, you know what? I'm going to roll because I have to eat this before it gets cold. And I'm getting really hungry looking at this. Sorry, Palms USA. Sorry, Sander. If you guys were here, I'd give you a piece of this rib, baby back ribs. And I might even have a cold beer. You know what? I think I might have a Sneaky Weasel. I don't know if you guys know what Sneaky Weasel is. It's just cheap, crappy beer. Wendy only drinks good beer. I drink cheap, crappy beer right there. And Scotty drinks good beer too. Mm-hmm. It's funny when I'm in the parks cleaning up the mess. There's a lot of these Sneaky Weasels hiding in the bush right there. Okay, Sandor, we will see you later. And Scotty, we will see you later. And cheers to all of you from Salt. Scotty and Susie move in. We will do a live stream from Scotty's. See you, Scotty. Enjoy Tofino, man. He went to see Brian's place. He saw Brian's place.
He did.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
So, yeah, guys, take care. Thanks for the stream, joining in on Gulf Island Rock. And, yeah, we'll make sure we'll show you what Scotty's place is. And Sandor, if I find the video, because I have lots of them, I have probably 3 of them from up there. I won't say lots, few of them. Sandor, I will, I'll share the video with you. I just got to remember what I title it. You know, I have so many bloody videos. I can't remember what I title them all, Sandor. So, anyway, we'll find it somewhere. All right. Take care, you guys. Stay safe. And thanks for joining in the live stream. And we'll see you next time on maybe Banana JSSI, maybe Jungle Joe C, or maybe Gulf Island Rock. Is that a good rib? Wendy's on ribs. All right. Cheers to you guys.